The FBI set to bring a document to Capitol Hill today that allegedly implicates Joe Biden in a criminal bribery scheme from his time as vice president. The chairman and ranking member of the House Oversight Committee will be able to view it in a secure room, but House Republicans are still keeping the pressure on FBI Director Christopher Wray.
We have a responsibility oversight. If they do not comply and allow every person on oversight, Republican or Democrat, that's their responsibility as members of Congress, to see this document, I will move contempt charges against the director.
Florida Congressman Cory Mills joins me now. Congressman, great to have you here. Just by way of reference, Fox News exclusively reporting that the individual behind the information that Biden was involved in a bribery scheme, criminal bribery scheme, is a foreign national who has highly credible FBI, is a highly credible FBI confidential human source who has been used by the Bureau in multiple investigative matters dating back to the Obama administration. So, is McCarthy's view that this should be not just viewed in the skip, but should be viewed by everybody? Is that the prevailing sentiment from all people on Congress?
Yeah, absolutely, Todd. Thanks for having me back. Look, the bottom line is that these unclassified documents, which clearly alludes to having a over $5 million pay for play with then Vice President Biden and his Biden crime family, this document, Federal Document 1023, should be provided to the entire Oversight Committee. This is a very similar tactic that you're seeing out of the Biden administration. I sit on the Armed Services Committee and the Foreign Affairs Committee. We are seeing the exact same thing from Secretary Blinken when it comes to our Foreign Affairs Committee and the dissent cables that was sent with regards to the Afghan botched withdrawal. So we are looking at probably not just holding in contempt the Christopher Wray, but also possibly Secretary Blinken. This is a continuation of not wanting to provide documentation to Congress, which is within our actual rules and responsibilities for oversight. I think that this needs to move forward. I think that we need to start setting a precedence that if you do not follow the congressional inquiries, that we will follow this up with actual action.
In the end, will Republicans be closer to exposing the Biden family scheme after today?
I truly believe that they will. And Chairman Comer has said multiple times, when he went in and talked to Secretary Yellen about the bank files and the things that were actually going on, he was told he wouldn't find anything. What he actually found with the Oversight Committee was a spider web of LLCs that they were routing and laundering money through. And these were individuals who were actually within the Biden family, about 5 members who had already received almost $5 million to get foreign policy plays for then Vice President Biden. This is obviously showing the corruption. We know that his family has received payments from China. We know about the money that had come out of Moscow from the mayor's wife to Hunter Biden. We know the billions that came out of the Chinese to Hunter Biden, but now we're finding out that not just Hunter, but his brother James and the rest of the family have also been colluding with the then Vice President, now President, on receiving funds.
There are going to be 2 people in the skiff today. One of them, Comer, one of them, Congressman Jamie Raskin. He's going to be reviewing it as well. Here's what he had to say.
The Republican majority on the committee is getting everything they're asking for in terms of seeing the document, which, by the way, they say they have also already seen. And yet they're still talking about holding the director of the FBI in contempt, even though they're getting exactly what they want, even though the FBI has been overwhelmingly cooperative and accommodating to this request.
Your response, Congressman.
They're not getting everything. Again, this is exactly the same thing that Chairman Meeks and the Foreign Affairs Committee tried to say. When the document is requested for all of the committee to review to ensure that we're actually able to hold proper accountability, the entire committee in Congress, these are all congressional members, are entitled to see that document. The bottom line is that they're trying to make it where it is in a secured environment, even though it's unclassified information, and only allowing the actual chairman and ranking member to see it, not the rest of the committee. That is not what the request was. Therefore, they are in contempt of the actual congressional inquiry.
Finally, a Chinese warship coming within yards of a U.S. destroyer in the Taiwan Strait. This just a week after that Chinese fighter jet, of course, flew directly in front of the nose of a U.S. plane over the South China Sea. I mean, your reaction to these recent actions against U.S. forces, let's call it what it is, against U.S. forces by China.
Well, China is continuing to pick up their aggression, and these are international waters. The USS Chongqing, which is a destroyer, was doing a joint mission with the Canadian vessel, the HCMS Montreal. This is not something which is uncommon. It was in international waters through the Taiwan Strait. And the Chinese continue to try and act as if this belongs to them, as well as for the South China Sea and the surrounding areas. This is the Chinese trying to not only intimidate the U.S., but also try and show strength. Again, they have witnessed since the Afghan bloc's withdrawal, that weakness invites aggression. They've seen where we've taken no further actions. They have not looked at international law violations, even though the Minister of Defense for Canada has actually stated that this is in violation of international law in these international waters. So I think that the biggest thing for the United States is that we cannot back down from China. We cannot back down from them being the aggressors. We need to show that we're willing to go ahead and continue these types of trainings. We will continue to try and go ahead and do joint operation training that we have always done with India and with Taiwan, as well as for our partners Australia and the trilaterals and the UK-AUS agreement. So this is kind of scary when you think about the fact that they were within 150 feet. Now, that doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're talking about vessels of this size, that is what we would consider to be a near miss.
This isn't like moving a Volkswagen. I mean, these things aren't that easy to move. So when something like this happens, it is frightening. Congressman Cory Mills, we appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.